To all students, today we will start poetry and the topic is the poem Snare. I would like to introduce to the poet first. So let's start about the poet. James Stephen grew up in the slum of Dublin and he worked as a stenographer. During the early years of his age, later he served for some years as the assistant curator in Dublin, and he deep interest in Gaelic art, legend, and literature and culture. You know, James Stephen is the greatest poet of the Dublin, and in the beginning, he worked as a stenographer. Later, he served for some years as an assistant curator in Dublin, and after it, because his interest in the literature, so he writes many poems. Okay, now after it, I would like to introduce to the beautiful poem The Snare. And you know about its themes, you can say its central idea, and okay, you will start the poem now, line to line. Okay, I hear a sudden cry of pain, and there is a rabbit in the snare. Now I hear the cry again, but I cannot tell from where. Dear students, you know about the snare. What is the snare? And do you know? Snare means the net, means noose and web. Here is the net, and the poet says here in the first person pronoun, I. You know, I hear sudden cry of pain, means the poet says that he heard a voice of cry and sudden cry of pain, and there is a rabbit in a snare. And now here the cry again, but I cannot tell from where. In Hindi we call it, the poet says that कि मैंने बहुत ही तेज चीख सुनी. और वो क्राई किसकी थी, वो चीख किसकी थी? रैबिट. You know, the rabbit is in the snare, and the poet want to say that he is helpless. So he say, I cannot tell from where, and he cannot find. So next stanza, but I cannot tell from where. He said that I cannot tell from where. वो वॉइस कहाँ से आ रही है मैं नहीं जानता था. He is calling out for aid. He here refers to the rabbit. वह बार बार कॉलिंग कर रहा है, पुकार रहा है हेल्प के लिए. एड हियर refers to help. And crying on the frightened air, making everything afraid. In these lines, the poet says that his crying, making everything afraid and frightful. All the air. Air means the environment. So, making everything afraid, wrinkling up his little face. Here you can say that every line of the stanza very clearful and written in simple language. And this poem is divided in 4 stanzas, and each stanza contains 4 lines, and every stanza's last line is the first line of next stanza, and it repeats. So, third stanza, making everything afraid, wrinkling up his little face, as he cries again for aid, and I cannot find the place. The poet says that making everything afraid, then his face seems like a wrinkling up, and he cries again and again for aid and for help. So, the poet says that I cannot find the place. He says that I cannot find the place. And he repeats his line, and I cannot find the place, where his paw in the snare. The poet says that the place where his paws in the snare, वह जगह जहां वो स्नेयर में फंस चुका है, म्यूज हो चुका है, ट्रैप हो चुका है, उस जगह को पोएट नहीं पहुंच पा रहा है. सो he is helpless and says, I cannot find the place where his paw in the snare. Little one, oh little one, I am searching everywhere. Little one. Here the poet is helpless, and in these lines the poet's expression is very sensitive, and he says that little one, oh little one, I am searching everywhere. मैंने हर जगह आपको फाइंड करने की कोशिश की, but I cannot find. So, dear students, now I express in Hindi of these lines. I hear sudden cry of pain, there is a rabbit in the snare. यहाँ कवि क्या कहता है कि मैंने अचानक एक जो आवाज़ सुनी है, चीख सुनी है, वो एक रैबिट की है जो कि स्नेयर में फंस चुका है. और ये जो क्राई मैं बार बार सुन रहा हूँ, आई हियर द क्राई अगेन एंड अगेन, बट आई कैन नॉट टेल फ्रॉम वेयर. लेकिन मुझे ये नहीं पता लग रहा है कि मैं ये आवाज़ जो सुन रहा हूँ कहाँ से आ रही है. और कवि को यही लग रहा है कि वो फाइंड नहीं कर पा रहा है उस जगह. सो ही सेज आई कैन नॉट टेल फ्रॉम वेयर. उधर रैबिट अगेन एंड अगेन क्राइंग ऑन फ्राइटेंड एयर, मेकिंग एवरीथिंग अफ्रेड. उसकी चीख से हर चीज़ पूरी तरीके से फ्राइटनफुल लग रही है, एंड हर तरह से पूरी तरीके से पूरा एनवायरनमेंट डरावना हो चुका है. मेकिंग एवरीथिंग अफ्रेड, wrinkling of his little face as he cries again for aid, and I cannot find the place. कवि फिर कह रहा है कि हर चीज़ उसकी इस चीख से भयभीत हो चुकी है, और मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है कि उसका जो ये फेस है, जिस तरीके से उसकी आवाज़ें आ रही हैं, तो उसका फेस ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे सिकुड़ चुका है, दर्द के मारे बिल्कुल रिंकलिंग हो चुका है, और वो अपने चेहरे को ऊपर करते हुए चीख रहा है, जोर से आवाज़ करने की कोशिश कर रहा है ताकि सबको सुनाई दे सके और कोई उसकी हेल्प के लिए पहुंचे. बट पोएट कहता है आई कैन नॉट फाइंड द प्लेस, एंड आई कैन नॉट फाइंड द प्लेस वेयर हिज पा इन द स्नेयर. और मैं उस जगह तक नहीं पहुंच पाया जिस जगह उस स्नेयर में वो रैबिट फंस चुका है. यहाँ कवि को उसकी जो हेल्प करनी चाहिए थी वो नहीं कर पाया, So cry little one, oh little one, I am searching everywhere. कि मैंने आपको बहुत सर्च करने की कोशिश की, but I cannot find the place. So dear students, the central idea of this poem, in this poem the poet depicts a situation which a imagination and sympathetic attitude. The last line of the every stanza is repeated, and in the beginning of the text next one. The first stanza are written in iambic pentameters and the stress at the end, but this does not happen in the last stanza. And in this poem depict a rabbit in a snare crying out of pain. Thank you.